if you need to change anything with a video you've uploaded, or if you were using Screencastify and you published one of the videos over to YouTube and you want to check the settings or change anything, the place you have to go is the YouTube Studio. So this is just the homepage of YouTube right now. But if again, you click the little avatar and you go down to YouTube Studio, click there. That will bring you to the place where all your videos are housed. And as the curator, you can change them up. So the channel dashboard gives you like analytic type info, subscribers, viewership, all kinds of crazy stuff like that, news, comments, etc. I do basically nothing on the dashboard. Almost everything I do is over in this videos tab on the left. This is where your videos show up. I have them organized by date. So the most recent stuff shows up first. And if you need to change something with the video, this is where you do it. So it shows you first the visibility. So like this last one I did is public, but you could change it to unlisted, private, or schedule it for later. Restrictions, everything I have is automatically set to be made for kids. It just saves me the hassle of changing other settings later. Tells you when it was published, how many views it has, how many comments, etc. But if you hover over the video, you get the other options. So the first one there is details. That's where you edit most info. Analytics, which tells you how many people have viewed it, what countries it was viewed in, all kinds of fun stuff with that. You can look at the comments on the video. You can just go to the page on YouTube where the video is and view what it looks like on YouTube. You have other options too. You can specifically edit just the title and description, get a shareable link, which is very useful if you're sharing it with students. That's the link you want. Promote, which you probably won't be doing because we're not really monetizing these accounts. You can download one of your videos, or you can delete it forever. And that is forever. It will be gone forever from YouTube. So if you don't have it backed up somewhere and you might want to save it, don't delete it forever. But Get Shareable Link is super useful because if I click that, it automatically copies it to the clipboard, and then I can just use Control-V and paste it anywhere I want to share it. But the biggest one really is details. So if you click on that, it takes you to a page where you can change the title, change the description. You can scroll down. You can change the thumbnail that appears. Is it or not made for kids? Adding tags is if it's public and it's searchable, tags are the things that people might use to find the video. So if you're trying to up your view count and you want more people to find it, add some tags of things that they would search for that are relevant to the video. On the right-hand side, you'll see whatever the thumbnail is. You can play the video. You have a little link there. You can see if it's high def or standard, both of which for me have been completed. Again, change that visibility if you so choose. Yeah, we're still public. Cool. You can put it on a playlist, and I'll make a separate video specifically about playlists, but they're very helpful, especially if you have a series of videos about something, maybe all the videos that go with a particular novel you're reading, or all the videos that go with a particular unit you're teaching, whatever that case might be. You can add end screens. So if it's a video made for kids, they're not going to be there because basically an end screen is like a way to get them to click on another video or get them to click into another website or something like that. So they don't allow those for videos for kids. Chances are if you're doing a series of videos, you'll just do a playlist, so you won't need them anyway. And cards would be things, again, you can't do them on videos for kids, but those would pop up like in the midst of a video too. Kind of clickable content or even just other comments on there. You do have more options. Like you can add a recording date and all this other info, change the category. I guess if you wanted, you could change it to education, I think is on here somewhere. Yeah, this is an educational thing. But that really doesn't matter all that much unless you're trying to, categorize it and make it as clean as possible for getting the most number of views from public stuff. Most of this doesn't matter too much. Caption certification, there is none, because you don't have to worry about copyright for the content that you're using for the most part, I would think. You can do the uploading of closed captions. So if I say, in this case, that we are using United States English in the video, um, they will allow some closed captioning to be automatic by YouTube, which is kind of cool, especially for accessibility. So if you're trying to do that, that's where you would go, or you can upload your own if you wanted to type out the closed captioning. So that is kind of cool. And then comments and ratings. Comments are disabled for videos for kids, just kind of automatically, so nobody can post gross stuff. And you can turn it off if you don't want people to see the ratings, like if it's liked or disliked. I always allow embedding because I'm probably going to embed stuff in on campus, so I like that. And yeah, nothing here is a paid promotion, so it doesn't really matter. And adding messages, so a lot of these are things you're not going to use. If you're in this more options, the only thing you might use for educational stuff is the closed captioning, because that's kind of helpful. And if you've changed anything, you hit save, and then those changes come in. If it's still grayed out, that means you didn't make any changes, so there's nothing to save. You go back to your channel, and you can see your video. It's still there. You can check out your playlist and edit them. You can look at more analytics of what videos are the most viewed and where they're being viewed and all that jazz, and comments and whatnot, all that jazz. I'm not going to get too into all of these other settings because you're really not going to use them all that much. But in the videos tab here is where you're going to edit your stuff, especially if you've just moved it over from Screencastify, because on Screencastify you can check the visibility, but none of the other settings like putting it on playlist or anything like that. So this is where you go, find your video, hit details, and then you can edit it. And that should be helpful for you.